Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here this evening with flat mail. I have been watching some videos and I will link the original tutorial below that I watched. Shara Crane. She's on Instagram and she does have a YouTube channel. I think her YouTube channel is kind of new, so be sure you go over and check her out and subscribe if you like what you see. I will link her channel below as well as her Instagram. But flat mail is a less expensive way to send mail to your crafty friends without breaking the bank. Sending out packages, if you do them priority, you're spending anywhere from 12 to 20, close to 20, I'm sorry, 7 to close to $20, depending on what box you use. Flat mail is exactly what it sounds like. It's mail that is flat, or as flat as you can, get it. You do have limits. For a regular sized envelope, it can be a 1/4 inch thick. And then it goes up to the longer envelope or the bigger, what we call large shipping flat, not flat rate. I'm not talking about flat rate at all. I'm talking about flat, large envelopes. And they can be up to 3/4 inch thick and up to 13 ounces. So you still have to be careful about what you put in it so you don't overpack for the weight. Even though you've got 3/4 of an inch, which sounds, maybe some people it don't sound like a lot, but it really is a lot when you're looking at how thick your package is when you're trying to make it flat. So, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and share with you what I did today. When I did my last video, I hauled these Recollections envelopes, and they're like a policy envelope, but this is just kind of like a regular, this is the size of like your envelopes that come in your bills for you to send your payments back on your bills. So that's all it is. It's just the flap is at the other end instead of right here. It's on the end. So this is basically what that is. So you could use a regular bill envelope if you wanted to. But I found those on clearance for $1.29, so I went ahead and picked them up. And I thought, I'm going to see if I can do flat mail to fit this. Now, usually your flat mail is going to be, you could probably go I'm sorry, I hit my camera, guys. But you can go pretty big with your envelope. I know that I'll list the dimensions below, but you got to be careful about the weight. So this is kind of like on a smaller scale. What I'm showing you right now is on a smaller scale. Turn another light on, it might help a little bit. So let me go ahead and show you what I've done here. I have just, I used this paper pad here by Simple Stories. It's called Crafty Girl. And here are my scraps I had left over, so I threw them in there. And what I did was I took and I cut a piece of paper that was 8, I think. I did 8 inches. Yeah, 8 by 7 and a half. 8 by 7 and a half. I scored it and folded it in half so that it would be 3 3/4 by 8. Okay, and then I, made a pocket here by just cutting at a diagonal. Then I added some more paper on, on the front here. And I'll do a process video if you'd like to see one. I'll be glad to do one. Then I added some washi here. So after I cut my paper, the base of the paper was what color was the base? I think I just used some regular cardstock, like 8.5 by 11. That was my base. Then on top of it, I put the actual paper, from the Crafty Girl pad. So anyway, I came up with this. On the back it says Eat, Sleep, Craft, Repeat, and this is in that paper pad as well. It says Creative Joy there. And then I made this little thing here. I had received this Hello Crafty Friend from a swap. So I glued that on this little vellum tag and added it with a staple to the front. So what I have in here, and there's tons of things you can put, but just whatever you have on hand and want to put. But I've put in some sticky notes. I put in some washi samples, and I put it in a little pocket so they can pull it out and they're protected and don't get stuck, you know. I'll put that back down in there. I put some little flowers. These are those little holographic flowers from Michael's. And then I made a shaker, and these little girls are in that Crafty Girl pad, and I just made a little shaker using one of the little small pockets as well. Added sequins, put some what's this stuff called, you know, crinkled, I can't remember, but I sewed across that to hold it on because I didn't have a hole, so that worked out good. I thought that looked real cute, gave it a real cute touch. Seam binding is what that is. So you can see down in here, you know, if you kind of work with it after you glue it together, it'll make it a little bit rounded, and you've got room in there to put some stuff. You just have to be careful with your, you know, your thickness. So you just have to watch that. But that's pretty much all I did. And then, so I'll put my little shaker back on here, and I used a mint paper clip. So I'll stick this stuff back in here. But I took my envelope and stamped it with "Please deliver to." I put some washi, and then I stamped some other little things on the front here. It says snail mail, and it has a snail, and then surprise inside there. And so it fits down in there really well. So that is what's called flat mail. And it took me a while to do this, but it's just because it's so hard to make flat mail, because we're so used to doing dimension. So, you know, it was hard to do it in that aspect, but the more I done it, the more fun it was. I just kept pulling things out. I have a little case here that I've just got all kinds of things that people have given me. You know, little pieces of ephemera, tabs, little pieces of ribbon. I mean, I've just got all kinds of things in here. So I pulled from this to do the decorating, and that's basically what you're getting in your embellishment boxes, are little things that you can use, you know, on these little projects. So, but anyway, that's it, guys. That's what I wanted to share with you. So this was using the Crafty Girl by Simple Stories. And again, this is called flat mail. So I will put Shara's information below, and I will also include the measurements. But if you guys would like to see me do a process video in this size or another size, just let me know. Comment below, and if I get enough interest, then I'll go ahead and do one. Alright guys, that's it. I'll talk to you later, and I hope everyone has a wonderful Wednesday. Bye.